house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Andy Dalton and the Dallas Cowboys.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Nifty move. And he returns this to the 22. Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
And when I think of Carson Wentz in his first 4 years in the league, I kind of look at him as bookends because his first year as a rookie, he started all 16 games. The next 2 years, beset by injuries, but last year, started all 16 in the regular season again and was very productive. His first 4,000-yard campaign throwing the ball, 27 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. The injuries got him again in the wild card game, but when he's on the field, his team is dangerous.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run. It's Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He's brought down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Eagles.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Out comes Andy Dalton and company. Dalton, of course, grew up in Texas, played his college ball at TCU, and now his home is back in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex with these Cowboys.
A day one starter his rookie year. He also won a whole lot of games as well. First 5 years, the Bengals went to the playoffs each and every year. Continues to evolve as a quarterback, learning how to work around a running game, an offensive line, and receivers that continue to develop.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Dalton here from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Dallas.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 36 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, the Dallas Cowboys managed a victory against the New York Giants Week 5, but certainly at a terrible price. Losing quarterback Dak Prescott to a compound right ankle fracture and dislocation that required immediate surgery afterwards. And the early reports out of Dallas, injury expected to be season-ending. Terrible way to end such a brilliant beginning to the year. Prescott throwing for more yards than any other quarterback in history, Charles, through those first 4 games.
He was actually tracking towards a 2,000-yard season in the first 5 games. You know, I mean, that's just absolutely amazing what he was doing. Mantle now falls to Andy Dalton. And this is why you sign a veteran quarterback, right? A guy who was a starter previously in Cincinnati for 9 seasons. What people have often forgotten, they went to the playoffs 6 times with Andy Dalton. The problem is they didn't win any of those playoff games, but he got them there 6 times. So this is a more than capable quarterback, and what a finish he put.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Dalton's pass.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run with Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Sanders, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
the first quarter with the score Eagles 14, Cowboys nothing.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw is Wentz. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and it's 3rd and 5.
Incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. That's to Fulgham, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Wentz. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong color jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Derek Barnett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The football going back to Philadelphia, and so much for calling them the NFC East leaders. With the loss, they're now 1-3-1. They got their first win of the year week 4, but couldn't get any momentum from it as they fall on the road to Pittsburgh in week 5, 38-29. And Carson Wentz, 2 touchdown passes, but Charles, 2 more interceptions, now 9 for him on the year, most in the NFL. I guess if you're looking for a silver lining, they did get another big game from Travis Fulgham.
Yeah, and that's part of the issue. Not that Travis Fulgham played well, because what did he have? He caught the game winner against the Niners a week ago in Pittsburgh on Sunday. 10 catches, 152 yards and a touchdown. And some really big plays for them. But that's not the issue. The issue is he's supposed to be throwing to Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson, guys like that. But the rotating, revolving door of receivers, I think it's hurt his timing. So I'm not saying that he's, absolved of these interceptions, but I think any quarterback wondering where his receivers are going to be, what's the timing, what's the pattern, I think that's tough. Plus, they play from behind a lot this year, Brandon. And when you play from behind, you take more chances throwing the ball, and Carson Wentz will press it a little bit, and that stung him. As you mentioned, 9 interceptions for the year. They got a huge game coming up now, because the Baltimore Ravens are coming to town. And they're not too far apart geographically, but right now, where they're going in the standings, Philadelphia needs a huge one. Then they've got the Giants in Dallas, and then an open week. They don't play a road game until November 15th. They've got to take advantage of their home field.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21. 11 yards there, 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the 1st half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And he's got his man on the out route. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And it'll be Dalton again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Able to slither by. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. You may hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing.
They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Miles Sanders strut his stuff in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. Powers through, just bowling over tacklers. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over the sidelines while this one continues downfield. Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
For the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old-school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay-Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland-Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Eagles. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Dalton throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And that decision's only going to wind up costing him a yard or two as he's tackled just shy of the 20.
1st and 10. At their own 18-yard.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Oh, look at the juke. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
16 yards, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
More yards.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a carry for Sanders. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hakeem Butler, 34 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this one through the uprights and good. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll throw from the gun. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.